All right, guys, welcome to the new garage. Today we're gonna be doing an entire pallet, boom, all of this, one single pallet from TEMU. This pallet was $400 for a lot of stuff. But as normal viewers of my channel might know, $400 from TEMU can get you a lot of cheap stuff or some pretty decent stuff. I have no idea what's in this pallet. It is unmanifested. We have no idea. But I will tell you this, I have already got about 6 hours into this between driving, loading, unloading, hauling, all of this stuff. So I kind of want to see before we get started. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, guys, welcome to the TEMU haul. This is the first item right here. This is a full couch that came in a box from TEMU. It looks like the same ones on TEMU go for around $300. This is ironically perfect because I'm building out this little studio garage area, right? And I've been thinking, guys, I think I need a studio couch. Honestly, this is pretty comfortable. Installation wasn't too bad. Guys, we're already $100 away from what we paid for the whole pallet on the first box. All right, as we move forward in this haul, I realized something, guys. I need an end table. Will the TEMU pallet provide? According to this box, simple and modern sofa side table. The pallet shall provide, guys. Now, real quick, before we unbox this one, I want to show you guys something. Check this out. Zoom in right here. Editor. I don't know why I said that. I'm the editor. Anyways, destroy. Half of these boxes say destroy on them. So I'm not quite sure exactly where this pallet came from. I know that there are TEMU warehouses here in the US, and I've seen a couple of things in this pallet that I've seen on the site before. But I'm still very confused as to why these so-called returns would be destroyed. I do know that they are returns. There is the address of the previous owner on here. I'm not going to zoom in and show you guys that, but it's very interesting to me. And if this pallet is awesome, guys, I'm going to try to post this video quick. I'm hoping to have this up by Wednesday. I'll go back and grab another one if you guys think this stuff is cool, because we get to see a whole ton of stuff all at once. All right, guys, item number 2 brings us into this end stand table. We are basically getting ourselves a living room set up off of this $400 pallet so far. All right, so with this end stand completed right here, guys, that brings our total value up to about $315. Now, at this point in the video, I'm gonna ask you guys to do me a favor. I need you to put down in the bottom, what do you think all of this is gonna be worth? Given, we have no idea what's in the rest of those boxes, but I would love your guesses down below. What do you guys think the entire value is worth? The person who is closest to this guess is gonna get a special prize. All right, guys, moving on to a couple of our next items. 4 of these teacup sets. You know, I don't know much about tea sets, but those look pretty nice. The detailed engraving inside looks pretty good. Again, I'm not a teacup person. This doesn't excite me. This isn't very interesting, but there are 4 sets in this box right here, and only one of them is broken. And when I say broken, we have ourselves a single dish on top that's broken. Honestly, the rest looks pretty good. Now, for the value of these, we are finding these about 25 bucks a set. A little bit higher than I would have guessed, but again, they do feel kind of like a quality set. Moving right along, of course, we have to have ourselves some tech. Check this out, guys. It is a robot vacuum, but don't get too excited. I sure didn't. This is about the cheapest robot vacuum you can buy. It's about $15 on TEMU, but so far everything looks brand new, which really surprises me. Coming in next, we have ourselves another destroy box, or your to said. It's fine. It is a double laundry basket. Now, this is obviously a very expensive set. You can tell by the plastic look and very colorful box. It's about $12. Now, with the stuff that we're not putting together, I am going through and at least verifying that all of the pieces are there. So all the pieces are here. Getting it back inside of the box was not fun. But if you at least appreciate that kind of diligence, throw a like down below, guys. A like and a subscribe really go a long way for the channel, and I appreciate it. Next up, we have a couple of boxes of these, and I find them kind of interesting. I can see these being very useful for kids' bedrooms. This is a 48 pack of these, and they're carpeted. Check it out. They are a rubber floor mat with a carpet on them. And these are actually more expensive than I expected. This box right here goes for about 51 bucks. It's a 48 piece. And then right next to it, we have ourselves a 40 piece right here that goes for about 40 bucks. We had 2 boxes of these guys. With that, we're already past the value of this whole pallet. And we have a lot more to go. All right, rolling right through to our next haul. Here in this box, we have 5 of these. These are the YY-01 evaporative cooling fans. Again, guys, these all look absolutely brand new. No marks, no scratches, nothing. So basically what these are, you have a holder here on the top. You fill it with water, and then as the fan sprays, it's going to lightly mist you with water. It's just kind of an evaporative cooling thing, gives you a little bit of water. It's a pretty normal concept overall. But these right here are not exactly a big ticket item. On TEMU, these run about $5.15 a piece, and we have 5 of them. Now, next up, this box kind of surprised me. So here's the full box here. There are 4 of these taped together. This is entire rolls of AstroTurf. Yes, I had to roll one of these all the way out. It is 20 feet long by 40 inches. It is not a fancy type of AstroTurf. It doesn't look real, but quality of this thing is actually not bad, and there are 4 rolls of them. Brand new, never touched, except the one that I opened. And they go for 45 bucks a piece. Now, without a doubt, if we go to resell a lot of this stuff, guys, there's no way we're gonna get retail value for it, even with TEMU's prices already being extremely cheap. We can hope to get roughly about half the value on most of this stuff. Now, small things like this, honestly, you could probably get $5 for these on Marketplace. Or if you bought these in bulk and had like a little stand or a store, if they work good, you could probably sell them for more than what they cost on TEMU. Me personally, I'm not gonna do that kind of stuff. You know, I try to sell things or give things away as cheap as I can. Next up, we are not gonna put this one together, but I do already have one of these. I actually have 2 of these. This is a metal wall-mounted tool holder. This is for power tools and batteries. And I actually have a smaller version and a larger version of these that I've already set together that are gonna go up here in the new garage. This in here goes for about 15 bucks. And guys, if you do not have one of these and you have power tools and batteries just kind of chilling, 100% worth it. All right, this next one's kind of interesting. It kind of just seems like a girl/kid party pack. You have these colorful hair extensions, nail sanders, hair bands. I mean, this is all sorts of stuff, guys. I can't find a value on this anywhere. So for this in here, we're just gonna say 5 bucks. It is absolutely stuffed full of this kind of stuff. So we're gonna guess low on this one and say 5 bucks. Honestly, the kid's birthday's tomorrow. I'm just gonna give this to her and see if she wants it. And for those wondering, what did I get her for her birthday? Guys, you haven't even seen the video yet. This kid has been begging for a dirt bike. I bought her a freaking dirt bike from TEMU. It was a $300 dirt bike, but that thing has been running nonstop for weeks. I had to ask them to stop just so I could film this video. If you guys are curious on the dirt bike, let me know down below. If we get enough comments, guys, believe me, I'll make a video on it. That thing is awesome. All right, guys, on to our next items. Now, I have been at this since I started for about 4 hours. To you guys, it's probably been about 15 minutes, but in between each unboxing of items, I have to move them all out of the way, move the other ones over, go through and find all the prices, and make sure all the pieces are there. But next up, guys, we have a wall-mounted hose reel. Check this thing out. This is pretty nice. Now, this looks super similar to the Vevor model that I've seen, but it is not. But this one comes in about $52 to $58. And again, guys, this was completely wrapped in plastic. It comes with the wall mount, which goes here. I don't know what's going on with these returns, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to buy some more. These are an absolute steal, even with the prices that TEMU already offers. Now, if you guys want to know where to get these, I know some people have been sitting here trying to scroll through and find that information. I will give you all of that information at the end, I promise. If you don't want to wait, feel free to skip there, but come on back. We have a lot of stuff left to go through, and I'm pretty sure there's still another couch over there. Okay, next up, guys, is this vintage rug. Now, this thing's actually pretty sweet. I opened up a small part of it just to feel the quality. This does feel like a high quality rug. But here, it has kind of like an Aztec type vintage finish. See it? This is an 8x10, and you guys can see my price written on there. And it goes for about $76. This thing is heavy duty. It's nice. I really didn't want to open it out here because, guys, this is a garage under construction. There is drywall dust and crap everywhere, and I don't really want to ruin it. Whereas this couch, I think it can handle it, and this is probably going to be my new garage couch. All right, next up we have these little Russian nesting doll type decorative boxes. These come in at about $5 to $7. Not much to them. There are 3 total in here. No damage. I opened the plastic. Again, brand new. And we have stumbled into the next product that I'm probably going to use. Lately, I've been wanting to get my cat a new litter box. Check out this monster. Look at this. This thing is massive. You have some rubber feet on the bottom. You have yourself a scooper. It is stainless steel with a plastic insert. that is going to allow the cat's feet to kind of knock off some stuff as it comes out. But best of all, it's stainless steel. This thing's gonna stay clean, so nice. This comes in at about $27. All right, guys, now we're gonna get into the second or last half of this unboxing. For these ones, I will not be giving you prices because, like I said, we're gonna do a little contest. Whoever guesses closest to the final number at the end gets a little prize. Nothing too crazy, just something fun to make your day a little bit better. But with that said, let's hop into the next couple of boxes. The next box I already have open, but this is the size. And this thing weighs about 150 pounds. Let me show you what's inside. Inside of this box is half of a shed. It looks like there's 2 different boxes in this set, so we are missing half of it. This is the first thing out of this entire pallet that's not complete, but it does have 26 of these steel panels. Like, there's a lot you can use these for. This is probably a couple $100 worth of metal. But yes, it appears to be an 8x10 shed, and we're missing half. Overall, not the most useful thing in the world, but I'm in the middle of remodeling and rebuilding a bunch of things. I might end up just using this around the house. Or maybe I'll go back and see if I can find the other half in one of the remaining pallets at the reseller. This next one, I checked all the parts to make sure it was together, and it's in perfect condition, not missing any pieces, and not used. It's this guy right here. This is a 32-inch, 2-in-1 barbecue grill and fire pit. Check it out. The box in this one was completely destroyed, so I really thought we might have some issues with this one. But this is the brand right here. If we take a peek, it's called Bali Outdoors. I mean, construction looks pretty solid. Again, not telling you guys the prices on these ones. You're welcome to go look them up, see if you can find them. But keep in mind, our prices might be off a little bit because, well, you guys know how TEMU is. Many listings, many prices. All right, diving into our next set, we have in here a pack of 40 solar lanterns. I mean, from what I counted when I pulled them out, they all looked like they were there. Kind of a cool little kit. In the past, I haven't had too much luck with these because, well, the batteries in them are a little horrible, so the lights aren't very bright. So aesthetically, they look pretty neat, but as far as usability goes, these really cheap ones, not usually great. Then another random one here, we have ourselves an A65 360-degree spin mop bucket. All pieces accounted for, no reason to dig it all out and ruin its nice little packaging right now. Now, while we're going through these guys, if there's anything in here that you saw and you're like, man, I really want to know more about that, please let me know down below. I'm not going to be getting rid of this stuff for a couple of weeks, give people a chance to leave some comments so I can go through and further test some of the stuff you guys might want to see. Because most times, I'm buying the stuff anyway, so if I already have it, I might as well show it to you. But if I went through and tested everything here today like that, this would be about a 4-hour-long video. It's something we're actually going to be keeping. This is going to go right here in the garage. Stainless steel, circular trash can with the foot pedal. Perfectly brand new. I really wish I could understand where these were coming from. I've done so many pallets. I've done Amazon, computer reviews, Home Depot, just probably like 30 different types of pallets. And I've never seen stuff in quite as good a condition as almost this entire pallet. All right, next up in the pallet, again, check the pieces. It's all here in good condition. This is an under bed storage. It actually comes with 2 of them, basically little wheels and a little basket. The basket itself is cloth and you slide them under the bed. A little bit of storage, space saver. All right, this one is also not gonna go together because honestly, guys, I'm out of the space for it. This is a full 4 tables and chairs in one box. And after looking through the owner's manual, this one appears to have been opened, but it's actually not missing any of the hardware. This is the first thing that actually looks like a return from this entire freaking pallet. Make sure to stick around to the end if you guys want to see the couch in a bag. I've been very curious to test one of those out for a while, but you're gonna want to see it. All right, next up is something that we're very familiar with around this house. Every single part accounted for. This box was not opened. This is a full vanity and mirror set for like a kid's bedroom. These things right here, if you guys decide to get into pallet reselling, just know these will sell every single time. Just spend about 30 minutes off camera, go ahead and verifying a lot of this smaller stuff. We're gonna kind of shotgun around here, just go through it real quick so we can get to the more interesting couch at the end. But I just wanna make sure I show you guys everything in this pallet. New Rackify dish drying rack. brand new, unused. This one here is another version of this, and check this out. We have our first truly broken item of the entire deal. Aside from that one teacup plate from earlier, because most of the other sets are just fine. But if you take a look here, looks like the screws are ripped right out the bottom. So this one here, pretty much junk. We have another set of the underbed storage rollers right here. And then in this box right here, it took a while to count all the pulls to make sure all the parts were there. But this is a shoe rack. It's like a 4-tier shoe rack, 24 inches wide, pretty nice little unit. Okay, this one I haven't opened yet. This says module sectional sofa on it. Hardware, brand new. If you can see here, it looks like it is parts to a couch. Kind of an interesting color, but man, the material feels really nice. Those won't be very, very useful, but here's what the whole couch looks like. And we probably only got one of, say, 4 or 5 boxes, the way this thing's set up. Now, with a lot of these pallets, when you get the stuff that doesn't have a full set, this is where you run into issues. Like, what do you really do with it? Me, I have no idea. A lot of it we just kind of throw away. Some of it we give away if it's useful. All right, guys, in the next box, again, this is one I had to tape back up. This is a 4-tier storage rack for a garage, which is perfect because I have another one of these inside. Same exact box, actually, that I'm gonna be putting out here. So we'll have some videos on that coming out soon where you'll see both of them. Okay. Woo. Now for one of the biggest boxes here, this is a full queen size bed frame with headboard. Cool part about this one, went through the parts, it also has a power strip up here in the top. I mean, it's brand new inside, never touched. Again, guys, if you can find a TEMU pallet reseller and they're starting to get these pallets, go check them out. Do not sleep on this deal. That said, this is the point of the video where I'm gonna let you guys know where you can find TEMU pallets. A couple different places you can do is you can look online. You're never gonna find a store directly selling them. You're probably not gonna be able to get in contact with TEMU to buy them directly. So you have to find a pallet reseller. The best place I have known to look is Facebook Marketplace. Just type in Amazon pallet, resale pallet, something similar to that. Now, if you wanna try to buy other types of pallets, liquidation.com is probably the main one I recommend. I can't recommend the other ones because I haven't tried them. But liquidation.com has always been solid aside from a lot of rising prices lately. Now, as far as this pallet, I got it from W&W Liquidation. They do not sponsor me in any way. This is all paid for by me. Same as the last pallet video I did where I got the Amazon pallet from them. We just like buying pallets. It's fun. All right, guys, second to last item, here we are. This is a folding rolling dolly. Man, this would have been nice to have before I hauled all these packages in here. My other dolly's a little rough, but this is kind of interesting because it has a rotating set of rollerblade wheels on it. This is gonna help you go up smaller stairs or get over smaller obstacles. It's all there, complete, even has the guards on the threads, so the wheels will go on just fine. For the last one, it is the giant couch. I'm gonna show it to you guys here real quick, and then I need to go inside and clear space to open it up. So this right here is it. It stands about 3 feet tall, and guys, the tension on this thing, like there is no flex. This thing is actually scary to move. Whoop, can't see that yet. All right, let's head inside. All right, guys, welcome to my rather awkward living room. Solar, say hello to the good people of YouTube. Okay, so guys, what we're gonna be doing now is unboxing the couch. Yes, there's a couch in this bag. I don't know if it's one piece, I don't know if it's the entire thing, but with that said, this thing scares me a little bit because the tension on this thing is ridiculous. I can't believe the stitching is actually holding it together. Oh man. Okay, let me get some pliers, hold on. Yeah, I don't know if this thing has been repacked, I don't know if it's brand new, but I know that I cannot pull the zipper with my hand. Look out, bud, get back. Okay, there we go. Oh man. Okay, all right, we're okay. Okay, it's opening kind of, there's a bunch of plastic inside. I guess we'll just keep trying this method here. Just pull a little slower. No, ripped it again. All right, so let's just try to find a way to cut this thing. Oh, so much easier. All right, we're gonna let this thing stay here for a bit and see how long it takes to fully inflate. All right, guys, here we are 24 hours later. This is the mostly inflated bag couch. You know, gotta say, it's actually pretty comfortable once it inflates. Now, it did take the full 24 hours to get to this point. And according to the instructions, it might still take a couple days longer to get full up. So here's what comes with it. You have the main unit here, which is about 8 feet long. You have this separate piece here, which you can put on either side, use as a footrest, no problem. Then it comes with a couple of pillows. This in here, still not even fully inflated. Now, with all of that said, I do know the price of this because of the little contest we're running. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say this is a pretty phenomenal deal, arguably better than the other couch we unboxed at the very beginning for the price. Is this a high-end couch like the one behind me? No, it's not. But if you want something cheap, if you're in a situation where this just makes sense for you, definitely worth the buy. But that's it for this one. Get your guesses in the comments down below and we'll see you on the next one.